Digo, para mis padres para llevar todos los trabajos que estaba abajo, lo voy a poner. No, hombre, ¿quién te digo?
Morning, everybody. How's it going? Jose Reynoso. I'm your Azteca Health Man. How you doing, everybody? Hope you're having a good one. Today's Monday, the 7th today. Okay?
Estamos a 7.
Today's Monday the 7th. Yesterday was Sunday the 6th.
Abril.
And I actually went fishing yesterday to the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge, right? And I was talking about the barrier that they put underneath the bridge, and that's anti, so people don't jump off and stuff. And I said the S word, and I got banned from TikTok. You know, TikTok is very delicate on stuff like that, right? On the things you say. And I did an appeal, and you know what? I never get my appeals approved. This is the first time I ever got it appeal approved. So TikTok, you know, got back to me, and they restored my access again. So here I am. Yay. Okay, you guys, these buenos dias, carnal. That's from Fish Stuck Baits. Hey, I went fishing yesterday. Fish Stuck Baits. How's fishing going, carnal? It went all right. I caught some crabs. I caught like 4. And then since I got taken off of TikTok and everything, and you know, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, they're pretty slow. So it got pretty boring. So then I left. That's what happened. But yeah, TikTok did restore my streaming again. Cause like right now, see, there's a lot of people on TikTok watching me. You know what I mean? But over here on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, it's very, very slow. So it gets boring, to be honest with you. But TikTok, there's so many people on here that, you know what I mean? It makes it fun. It makes it fun for me. So that's what I do.
Dámelo.
Okay. Give Mama Bear a lots of love. That's what I do. I do that every. Let me give her a kiss right now. So that way. Ay, madre, te mandan un besito, ma. I love you, mommy.
Ay, les mando un besito. Muchos besitos. Muchos, muchos.
All right. She says she sends you guys lots of love too. And this is my wonderful dad, you guys. All right. So, anyways, I'm gonna go sit over here. Go sit over here.
Ya te voy a dar una
There we go. Set it up. Give me a second. Can you guys stay chill for a second? Stay chill. There we go. Ta-da. Let me turn on this light here. Turn this light for you guys. For us. Me and you. There we go. Morning. All right. Manach, how you doing? Game Monster, how you doing? Good morning to you over here on YouTube. How you doing? All right. You said, how are you doing, my friend? Says Rudy Ramirez. I'm doing great. How you doing, Rudy? Hope you're having a good one. Hey, thank you for the heart. We appreciate that so much. Appreciate that very much. And that was from Rose Mendoza. Thank you, Rose. Appreciate that. Okay, Pablo just got the #1 gifter. All right, and we have Chattown Jikin Jana Joanna. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the likes. All right. Thank you for the follow. Reels. It's all carnal. Dice aquí Fish Baits Thugs. Fish Thug Baits. Rose says, hello, beautiful family with lots of blessings. Thank you, Rose. Appreciate that. I hope your days goes blessings too, babe. Oh, thank you for all the gifts, Fish Thug Baits. And good morning, Dallas Burn 01, Texas Cowboy. See, I get confused when I see your new little logo thing now. So I was just so used to calling you Texas Cowboy. Hope you don't mind. Right on. Hi, dude. I like the pictures behind you. Okay, well, this is a picture of Jesus Christ, Jesus Sacred Heart. This is a picture of the Virgen de Guadalupe, which is the Virgin Mary. This is a picture of the Holy Trinity. This right here is a picture of el niño de ¿cómo se llama este ma? ¿Cómo se llama este niño pa? El niño de Ochota. This here is the all-seeing eye, the divine providence or something like that. The Holy Supper. That up there is a cross that our friend John made for my mom, especially for her. And he's from Texas. He sent this out to her. That's his cross. He made one for me. He made one for my brother Eric. He made one for my sister Angelica. He made this one for my mom. So I hang mine up on my studio where I draw. And my mom hangs hers right here. All right, guys, give me a second. Let me spin this camera a little bit. There we go. Okay, so you guys are going pretty fast. Stephanie says, good morning. Hi, good morning, Stephanie. Bruce, what are you doing up so early? How you doing? Glad you're here, Bruce. Thank you, Stephanie, for the gifts. Sunflower, good morning from San Antonio. That would be Texas, right? Right on. Chattown Jiggin says, Joanna. Jonah. Oh, yeah, Jonah from Jonah and the whale in the Bible. All right, Jonah. That's a cool name. Is that how you got your name? From the Bible? It's very cool. Jonah. I like that. Sometimes I can't read YouTube's comments that well because they're very, very small. And I don't know how to make them bigger. TikTok, they're way bigger. And people on Facebook and Instagram, they don't comment that much. They just like to watch. But TikTok is very, very fast. Okay. McChicken7 says, hey, there goes the famous helmet guy. I'm the famous helmet guy. All right. Well, some people know me as Jose Reynoso, better known as Azteca Health Man, which reminds me that let you know that you can now purchase your Azteca Heal on the TikTok shop. Okay, the TikTok shop has Azteca Heal available now. You can still get it on the Walmart online, it's the Amazon online, Flip online, and AztecaHealth.com. But TikTok now has your Azteca Heal. Isn't that great? Okay, so one way to support me, you guys, and help me out is by purchasing it on the TikTok shop or Amazon. Leave a review. Thank you. Kimberly, how you doing, babe? Kimberly says, good morning, Jose. ¿Cómo te vas? Oh, me voy muy bien. Yesterday I was live on TikTok, right? I was at the Golden Gate Bridge fishing there. I was, catching crabs and stuff. And then I started talking about that barrier that they put on the bridge, right underneath the bridge, so people don't jump off. And I started saying the S word, and you know what? TikTok does not like that word at all. So what happens? I got banned and stuff, and then they cut off my air. I couldn't go live anymore, and I did an appeal on it. And this is the first time I do an appeal on TikTok, and they actually approve it, and they restored my streaming again. So that's why I'm live again this morning. But every time something like that has happened, it never gets approved. So for some reason, something's going right. Thank you, Kimberly. Hope you're having a good one. All right, dice aquí, Fish Duck Bait says, my tío, Mr. Thank you very much. Looking for all the tortas. That's right, man. I don't discriminate, okay? I like tortitas. I like potitos, whales, hippopotamus, giraffes, you name it. They call me the zookeeper. Thanks, Fish Duck Baits. Okay, Ray Cooper says, Happy Thanksgiving. All right, happy birthday to you too. All right, Kimberly says, appeal worked. That's great. Yeah, it actually worked, Kimberly. I've gotten banned for a lot of things on TikTok. I've had about 3 accounts already. My first account was the most famous one. I already had a lot of people on there, okay? I was getting close to 20,000 or something like that, right? And then that got banned because I was new at TikTok and stuff. And then I had another one, and that one got banned. And so this is like my 3rd account on TikTok, and I'm barely starting to pick up more followers, okay? I got like 8,000 or something like that. But on my original account, I had way more than double that. Okay, so I was doing way better on that account than I am on this account. Thank you very much. All right, dice aquí. Good morning, beautiful, says Texas. Thank you, Texas. Texas is beautiful. You know what? I think Texas is one of the places where I have the most followers too, is from Texas. Thank you, Texas, for loving the Azteca Health, man. Ismael says, fishing today? No, I wish. Today I'm going to work. Today's Monday, and it's the I'm gonna continue working on that block wall that we're working on in Kaiserville, California. Okay, Kimberly says, what did you do with the crabs? I threw them back. Threw them back because it was only four of them. Okay, it was only four of them, and it wasn't really worth it. I got bored because when TikTok took me off the air, everybody else on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, nobody says anything. They're just, not that many people watch. I don't get that much viewers, and if they are watching, they don't say nothing. So that gets pretty boring. But when TikTok's watching me, I'll dance. I'll do all kinds of crazy little stuff. You know what I mean? To keep you guys entertained. I don't want to act like a clown or nothing, but I know that people like that kind of stuff. You put on music, you put on song requests. I know the lyrics to all those songs that I know the lyrics to and all that. I'll dance to them and I'll lip sync to them, and I try to keep people entertained. So when TikTok's not live, it gets boring. So I got bored and I threw the crap back, so they don't go to waste. And then I left, and then I went to go do something else. So yeah, I threw them back, Kimberly. All right, moving on. This is aquí Jen. Good morning. Tell Mama I gave her a hug for me. All right, I'll give her a hug as soon as she gets here. She's right over there doing little mom stuff. Bruce says, I'm getting ready to go to San Francisco. All right, let's go fishing, Bruce. Right on, Bruce. And you live in what did you tell me you live? You live in New Mexico or something like that, right? Or Colorado or something like that, right? Well, come back to California, host. El Tío Zookeeper, that's right. Giraffes, hippopotamus, whales, papitos, tortitas, everything goes. All right. All right, this Hills 4. Hey, what up, Hills 4? Look, TikTok approved my appeal. It worked. You were there yesterday. I think I had just made you a monitor, like 30 minutes before that, and we were having a great conversation and everything. And I was telling everybody that I started talking about that railing that they installed under the bridge so people don't jump out. And then I said the S word, and they did not like that at all. Okay, because they think that you're encouraging people to do that. Okay, so I did an appeal on it, and you know what? It's the first time TikTok has actually approved my appeal. So they had banned me for a week. Okay, so I wasn't gonna be able to stream for a week until the 13th, and that gets boring. I was still gonna come here and do a little show with my mom, for YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. But I wasn't gonna be able to be live on TikTok. I would have done a video though and posted it up. But it makes it more interesting when there's more people, involved. When there's more people here chit-chatting back and forth, it makes it more fun. All right. Okay, so that's why I'm always telling people on TikTok, you should also follow me on YouTube, because if you do YouTube, if you have YouTube, it's always a good idea to follow me there too, because if, let's just say this account gets banned or taken off, then you can follow me and then I can let you know what the new account is and stuff like that. Okay, I mean, you don't have to watch me on YouTube because you probably TikTok, but if you like the stuff that I do and then you don't see me on the air for a while, then you probably wonder what happened to me, right? So then a good way to stay in touch is through YouTube. All right, thanks. Okay, dice aquí, moving on. Zulema says, good morning, embudo. Thanks. Ya ves, ma, lo que me hiciste, ma.
¿Qué le hice?
Ya toda la gente me dice que el embudo, ma.
Pues está bien, embudo de larga duración.
What? She says I'm a heavy duty embudo, everlasting. North County Original 706 says, buenos días from Temecula, California. Really? Where's that at? I've never heard of that. And I've been all over the state because I work all over the state. Sometimes, I get calls to go work in the Southern California. I've done jobs in San Diego, I've done Palm Springs, L.A. I go to Eureka, Sacramento. So I go from east to west, north and south in the state sometimes. Okay, and I've never heard that town before. Saludos from Houston. Dice aquí Tim Mitchell. Tim Mitchell, thank you very much. Thank you, Houston. Shouts out to you. Barb says, God blesses all you guys, homie. All right, God loves the homies. There, say thanks. Right on. Rivers, no, BV says Riverside County. All right. And Shredo says I got family in Temelculan and Murrieta. I have no idea where those two places are at. It's in Riverside. Okay, no, okay, it's in Riverside. Okay, so it's down there in Riverside. That's cool. I've never heard of that. There's so many little towns there that it gets confusing. Right. Okay, Kimberly says, I'm packing up for my brother's wedding in Jamaica. We leave on Wednesday. Oh yeah. All right. Well, right on. That's great for your brother to I hope you have a great time. In Jamaica. That sounds like a lot of fun, Kimberly. He is marrying a Mexican woman named Oxana. Wow, I've never heard of that name, and well, then again, I've been raised here in the United States most of my life, but I have never heard of that name. That's very cool. All right, dice aquí. Beautiful by wineries. Oh, really? Well, you know what? Here in Sonoma County is one of the top wine countries in the world. Okay, Napa County, Sonoma County, they're known for world class wine. Okay, there's a lot. We're like on my way to work, right there to Geyserville. We go through a lot of wineries, all fields and fields, hills. All around the Russian River and all that. It's all grapes everywhere. All right, so wine country is beautiful, you guys. And then we got fishing, we got redwoods here, we got the ocean right down the street. Right across, right here. We got the Bay Area, all the bay. So Sonoma County in Santa Rosa, where I live, we have everything close by. Anything you want. You want to go to the ocean? Right away. Less than an hour. If you want to go to the redwood forest, 15 minutes away, right here. Wine country, right down the street. So everything here in Sonoma County is agricultural. Okay, so the biggest city is Santa Rosa around here where we live. Okay, it's beautiful here. If you guys ever make it to Sonoma County, hit me up. All right, moving on. Thank you, Zulema, for just got the number 3 gifted badge. Appreciate that, baby. Roberto Cepeda dice, saludos desde Lodi, California. Okay, Lodi is going up towards Reno, right? Or Tahoe, right? It's going up the mountains. Is that correct? Saludos de Longview, Texas. And that's from Shredo89. Thanks, Shredo. Appreciate that, Holmes. Shout out to all of Texas. I think, like I was telling you, I think Texas is the state where the most people follow me. I think so. Thank you very much, by the way. Richie says, shout out from Los Baños, California. Oh, yeah, I've been through there many times. Many times, Los Baños. Right on. Thank you very much. ¿Cuántos pescados ayer? No agarré ni uno. Agarré como cuatro jaivas. Pero luego ya me aburrí y eso. Y las dejé ir. Porque 4 jaivas, no, it's not that much. And I didn't want to make the jaivas just for myself. No quise comérmelas yo solo como un codo. So, yo quería agarrar muchas para traerle a mi mamá. Y maybe darle a somebody else, pero como nomás agarré 4, mejor las dejé ir y así no se echan a perder y pueden seguir creciendo más grandes. So sí, las mandé para atrás. Okay, how's your day? My day's going great. Thank you for asking. Good morning. Hang on, okay. Good morning. Guapote and mom. Hey, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Rosemary Perez Diaz. Thank you, Rosemary. Here's my mom over here. Más, mucha gente está preguntando por ti, ma.
Aquí estoy, aquí estoy.
¿Quieres sentarte acá conmigo?
Sí.
Okay, my mom's on her way. Okay, you guys give me a second. Okay. The casino too. That's right, Zulema. Do you live around here? Okay, you know where the River Rock Casino's at, right? Okay, we're working up in those mountains. So, so when we're going to work, if you right there on I think it's Highway 29 or something like that. If you go this way, forks off, the casino's 5 minutes away. But if you go this way on Geyser Road towards the geysers, we're working up in those mountains. It's beautiful there, you guys. It's beautiful there. Everything real nice. They got they got the Russian River right there. You go, you know, and then they got a bunch of creeks. It's beautiful scenery. It's as natural as possible. So where we work, that's why we take our dog Chula. We took her working with us because, you know, it's a lot of she can roam around while we work, and then it's at home, you know, she's locked up in a little yard and stuff. So that's why we took her to work with us. All right, dice aquí Harry Flower says, hola, Oluarede. I hope I said that right. Okay, muchas gracias. Hola para usted, Harry. Nando Galiandao dice, saludos, tío. Salúdame a la tía, man. Dile que no me he olvidado de ella. Dile que diario pienso en ella y un día de estos voy a ir a verla, ¿ok? Thank you very much. Dice, hi Tota. Hi Tota. Hi Tota. Sasha V. What is Tota? What is that? What is Tota? Okay, you guys. Yo ya comí. Thank you, mommy.
Ándale. ¿Dónde te sientas?
Yo me siento aquí en el suelo, en el barquito allí junto a usted.
Muy buenos días, amigos Atacajeo, y aquí estoy con ustedes. Y me da un placer saludarlos esta mañana, lunes 7 de abril. Y bueno, pues aquí estamos y me da mucho gusto de estar con ustedes.